Hello, I'm Juan Davies, Chief Creative Officer at PBS SoCal and KCT, and we're partnering with the newsroom at KPCC and LAist for a daily reporter roundup on the coronavirus news in the region. Thanks for joining us. Robert, can you catch us up on the news today?
Yeah, we got word today that Governor Newsom sent a letter to President Trump asking for more assistance for COVID-19 response. In that letter, one of the things he mentioned was that it's possible that more than 50% of Californians could be infected with the virus over the next 8 weeks. We also, the mayor last night of Los Angeles, Mayor Garcetti, said that, that thousands of homeless folks would be moved into temporary shelters at rec centers across LA. That raised a lot of questions about social distancing. Today we heard from LA's top public health official. She said that she's on board with that. She said having people in housing where they can at least wash their hands and get some basic form of care is better than nothing.
One of the other things we're doing in our newsroom is answering our audience questions, and Sharon today spent the day looking into a question about power outages.
Yeah, Southern California Edison is a massive power utility, and it needs to do a lot of routine maintenance. Well, a lot of those routine maintenance jobs would have caused people to lose power for 8 to 10, maybe more hours, and people are pushing back pretty hard. So somebody reached out to us saying, hey, why are they going to turn my electricity off? I've got all my kids at home. There's old people in the house. I just stocked my refrigerator. So we turned that question to Edison, and they've been spending the week actually canceling a lot of those routine maintenance things. So people who are afraid they might get some power outages probably won't.
Yeah, and another question we've been getting from a lot of our listeners, from our audience members, is about work. You know, we are seeing a lot of people out there losing their jobs. We're seeing servers in restaurants, school crossing guards, truck drivers at LA ports, now that shipments from China are way down. So we're getting a lot of those questions from people just basically wondering, how am I going to still get paid and make ends meet? So the state is encouraging people to file for unemployment insurance if they lose their job, or, if they fall sick or need to care for a family member who's sick, they can file for disability or paid family leave. But then there are a lot of workers out there who don't qualify for unemployment or other kinds of paid time off because they're independent contractors. They might be Uber drivers, they might just be self-employed. And those folks are really wondering where the help is going to come from for them while they're out of work. We've also been hearing from, seniors over the age of 65 who are still working. And this is despite Governor Newsom saying that they should isolate themselves at home because they're most at risk of developing serious complications if they should get the coronavirus. Some of them are saying they don't really have a choice, though. They need to keep working, to keep making an income to support themselves. We're seeing some employers ramping up hiring. Grocery stores are out there hiring right now. Amazon needs a lot more delivery drivers, but that kind of hiring doesn't seem likely to make a really big dent in the vast kind of job losses we're seeing right now.
And Adolfo, you've been looking also into the impact that this has had in college students, right?
That's right. What colleges and universities in Southern California have been doing is something they didn't think they'd do anytime soon, which is shift nearly all their instruction online. So that's what's been happening the last week and a half, is that colleges and universities have been training professors to teach their classes online. One of the big questions as this is happening is how different those classes are going to be. What's the quality of the instruction going to be? And then what about the technology for students? Students are no longer on campus in the classroom. They're going to be at home or in an apartment where they may not have very good Wi-Fi. Maybe they won't have a very new laptop. So that raises questions about the quality of instruction that they're going to get. And then something that we heard just recently is what's going to happen to the graduation ceremonies for colleges and universities. UCLA was the first one that we've heard of to say that they won't have in-person graduation this year. They're going to have some kind of online version.
Thanks so much to all of you from the KPCC and LAist newsroom. And thank you for tuning in. Be safe, take care of yourself, and we'll see you tomorrow.